settling in. I don't think I've seen a player come in and settle in as quickly as he has done, and he's not only settled in very quickly, but you can see that he's already a massive influence in the dressing room. When you're listening to him talking about he was quite pleased to go in the dressing room and see that people are disappointed and frustrated at drawing, it's what you're talking about. I remember Roy Keane talking about, he sounds and looks like a Man United player.
Yeah,
he's been a game changer. The way he's just picked this football club and give them the spark, give them a bit of spark back, and it seems as if everyone's just reacted to him.
Well, he's that important. We spent 2 minutes talking about him and he's not even started. He's on the bench. Does that surprise you, though?
Not really, because he's played 18 of the 19 league games, which tells you how important he is. So if anyone was going to be rested today, then it was probably going to be him. But if things aren't going to plan, then I'm pretty sure we'll see him.
Yeah, he seems to have restored a real winning mentality, particularly when they've gone behind. Like he pointed out, that they've had a problem conceding early goals.
Yeah, and I remember when Ole first got a job, he'd talk about the Man United way, and this isn't good enough for Man United. And I think one of the Man United ways was being able to, not knowing when you're out of a game. 21 points from losing positions. That's the kind of Man United that you're expecting now. They never know when they're beat. And he's a massive pawn in that.
One man that really deserves credit, that has, it's been a bumpy ride, up and down, but he's certainly rad. He's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's done a terrific job. He's got the side at the top of the league table. He's restored confidence. He seems to have restored a unity in this Manchester United team.
Yeah, I said it in the opening piece, Gary, is that I don't know what, 10 or 11 weeks ago, when they were in the position they were, 12th or 13th, and people were calling for his job, and he was under huge pressure when they got hammered here off Tottenham, going out of Europe. So when you put all that together, having to deal with the nonsense from players' agents, particularly Paul Pogba's, with the way he's dealt with Paul Pogba. So when you put all that together and where they were then, where they are now, without doubt, he's doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, well, you mentioned Paul Pogba, and he does seem reinvigorated, doesn't he, at the moment?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Is that it's funny because since that time, he has been invigorated. He's been brilliant, and I think testimony has to go to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for the way that he's rotated the players, and now they're happy now. They've come off the bench and they have done stuff. And he, if we're going to be totally honest, Pogba, since that, has kicked on.
They've got a big decision to make on him in the summer, because he's got a year left this summer, so they've either got to give him a new contract, or they've got to make the decision to sell him. Yeah. Is it a coincidence that that decision needs to be made? He's just started to play well again. I don't think anyone doubts that.
Everyone's happy when a team's winning.
I don't think anyone doubts his ability, rightly, but no one can say that. We have not seen that enough in the Man United shirt. He's got it, he's there, and that's why everyone, or a lot of people, get so frustrated that we don't see it enough or on a regular basis.
But what you have to say, and what you have to give him credit for, whether people might say he's doing it for a move or whatever, but the way he's reacted off the fact that his agent has said things that could really have disrupted this dressing room. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has got to take credit for the way that he's kept that dressing room right and kept Paul Pogba right, because now, whatever you say, he's playing the kind of football that we expect from him.
Yeah. Another player that's starting to play the football that we perhaps expected of him is Luke Shaw, and again, perhaps the manager deserves great credit for bringing the best out of a player we've always thought had bags of potential.
Maximum amount of credit for how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's brought him back. We've got to remember that when they had a double fracture in 2015 and all that Jose Mourinho stuff and the fitness and everything like that, when you looked at him in this game, he just looked so in control of every single attack, every single time Salah came up. He was just cool, calm, just dealt with everything. His positioning was good. And once he got into situations like this, bam, this is the Luke Shaw. When he came from Southampton, this is what he was doing. We're talking about somebody now who's a lot fitter. All these numbers, he's beating all these numbers in training. You're listening to the manager saying things like, I love speaking to him. He's constantly working harder. And now we're seeing somebody that is, for me, is definitely back and in and around, and should be back in and around the England squad, because what he's doing is brilliant.
Do you think he's one of the players that may be benefiting from having no fans inside the stadium?
I'm not sure, Al. Obviously, I think that to a certain extent, yes, this is the goal. He's helped sets up the chance.
Why do you think that, Alan?
Well, there are some players who thrive on crowds, who love the pressure, who love whatever crowds are saying to them, good or bad. And I just look at some personalities and individuals that will benefit from having no crowd, who don't like crowds having a go at them when things aren't going.
I suppose we'll only find out when the crowds return.
Yeah, but the thing with him is that with what's happened in his personal life, he's got a child now, he's got a lot more responsibilities. Like I say, all these fitness numbers and everything's up. It seems like he's gone to another place in his head, Al. Yeah. So once the fans come back in, it probably will, I think, give someone like him a boost. But we're now starting to see the Luke Shaw that came from Southampton, what Man United wanted to sign.
Well, Liverpool are coming out. Manchester United will follow very shortly. Final word on your thoughts of this game. It was cagey when they met last weekend. With it being a cup tie, someone's got to win. You expect a little bit more, like less caution.
I'd like to see less caution, but I don't know if we're going to. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a tight affair. I don't care how far it goes, because even if it does go all the way, I can see penalties.
I see goals.
Is that negative?
I see goals.
Yep.
For the first 10 or 15 minutes, they'll try and suss each other out, but I see both teams trying to go for it.
I'm going to drag a winner out. Who's going to win?
I'm going to go for Liverpool. No, Liverpool.
Manchester United, form team.
OK, we shall see. The teams are out on the pitch. If you prefer to watch without added crowd noise, head to the Red Button, iPlayer or BBC Sport website. It's time to hand over to your commentary team of Jermaine Genus and Guy Mowbray.
Thank you, Gary. Good afternoon, everyone. Here we go, then, with the main event, the Emirates FA Cup 4th round. A week ago, they struggled to properly lay a glove on each other in the Premier League, but there has to be a knockout this time, even if it means going the full distance. It's the 14th time that these two great rivals have clashed in the FA Cup. The first in 1898, when Liverpool beat Newton Heath in a replay. It was the first of 4 times that they've prevailed, with United winning 9, including 2 finals. Let's take another check on the teams. For United, it's Dean Henderson in goal, behind a back 4 to which Victor Lindelof returns after a problem with his back. There's a rare start in midfield for the former captain of Ajax, Donny van der Beek, alongside third-round match winner Scott McTominay and the bang-in form Paul Pogba. The front 3, Mason Greenwood, Edinson Cavani and Marcus Rashford. Liverpool have kept their number 1 involved. It's Alisson in goal. There is one change in defence as 19-year-old Reece Williams replaces John